Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and today we have some Hot Wheels. In particular, we're going to look at some sort of pop culture Hot Wheels, even though none of them were in the pop culture series. I guess retro entertainment, replica entertainment, whatever you want to call it, kind of stuff. Some of the stuff is mainline, some of it's not. Anyway, you'll get the idea as we go through here. So starting with this one here, we got the infamous Ghostbusters Ecto-1. This was released in a Ghostbusters series. And here is the whole series that it was in. Around about 2016, 2017. I think actually 2017 is when it came out. This, of course, was the most popular vehicle in the series. The rest of the vehicles, I think, were all unlicensed vehicles, aside from the Ghostbusters licensing. And I suppose this is similar as well. But, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and open this one up. So let's pop this off the card here. And here is your Ecto-1. Pretty cool. So it's got the graphics on both sides of the vehicle. It's got this plastic piece up here, not much detail to it. Oh, there's detail to the plastic, but no graphical detail. And all in all, pretty basic. So a two-sided tampo. And I'm assuming this looks very similar to the original mainline release. There was a mainline release of this tooling. And I'm pretty sure this would be, and I'm guessing that came out, around 2010, based on the copyright date on the bottom of this casting or somewhere thereabouts. But pretty cool. So you got kind of a pearl white paint job. It almost looks like it would glow in the dark. I don't think it does, though. And it's pretty neat. So there's the mainline version. And then we have the retro entertainment or replica entertainment version, which is this one right here. I don't think this is not the original release of it. This one's copyright date 2015. It's got a taped blister, which they were doing that for a while. I guess blisters were having a problem staying on a card. Let's go ahead and open this one up and see what more detail you get with this. So the other one would have been like a $1 car. This would be like a $5.50 car. And it does have that weird rub. I've had a few of them, but the axle doesn't seem like it's clipped into the base. This does not roll. See that? I don't think that should move back and forth like that. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't. I think this is the second version of this car that I have opened that does that. I mean, it's kind of cool. It sits nice and low like that. The back doesn't really roll. Got one jammed up wheel back here, too. I mean, that's kind of uncharacteristic of Hot Wheels, right? To have one that doesn't, well, that really doesn't want to roll. That wheel for whatever reason. Interesting. And weird, it's got like a lean to it. Look at that. Or if I do that, will it loosen up? There we go. Loosened it up. Little chiropractor action on it. And we're sort of loose now. Anyway, detail-wise, what do you get? So you get the detail added to the top piece. That's pretty obvious there. Kind of nice. And then, of course, you get the graphics all the way around. Well, I guess you don't get them really on the headlights. But you do get them on the rear of the vehicle. And, of course, this one has a metal base. This one also has rubber tires. Other than that, it's basically the same tooling. Oh, this comes off. That's right. So this does pop off. You can go. You kind of see the detail interior there. And I think this popped off way easier than it should. Let's try to pop it back in. This one kind of has a little bit of problems to it. Yeah, not too bad. All right, so let's just move on. That's enough on that one. That's two cars we took way too long. All right, next, real quick, here's one is from a new for 2021, the X-34 Land Speeder from Star Wars. You guys don't hate on me, but I am not a Star Wars fan. Okay, sorry about it. The older movies are pretty cool. I don't know about any of the new ones, and to be honest, I really shouldn't have an opinion because I haven't really watched them. It's just not the kind of flick I'm into. But anyway, here it is, the Land Speeder. Let's go ahead and open it up. New for 2021, brand new tooling, and undoubtedly going to be a pretty popular one, I would assume. And here she is. So, it's got a decent amount of weight to it. Plastic base, metal body, of course. You get the graphics on the top surface, which is really all you probably need with this. And all in all, it looks pretty good. I think I had heard someone say, or someone said something about the actual vehicle itself does have wheels. It's not like a flying thing. And I thought someone said that. Maybe that's not accurate. I don't know. But it looks more like a hovering kind of deal. Anyway, it's kind of a cool looking little vehicle. So there you have it. All right. Next is another one. This one is new for 2020. Here is Locomotorin, which is kind of a interesting version of Thomas the Tank Engine. It looks like it's Thomas the Tank Engine that's been turboed. So let's go ahead and open him up. It says it's best for track. Crazy terrain team vehicles going off the rails on a track to prove it can do more than just pull its own weight against the competition. I think I can. So yeah, it looks like it's a turboed out Thomas. And it does have Thomas and Friends licensing. There you go, right there. Plastic body, metal base, making it probably good downhill racer. Get the graphic up front here, of course, Thomas's face, and the graphic on the side with the number 1. Kind of interesting, right? Not super interesting, but I mean, everybody likes the cross collectible stuff from Hot Wheels. So, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't collect too much. Obviously, I prefer real cars, and if you watch this channel a lot, you know that. But I mean, this stuff is kind of cool too. I can appreciate it. The next one is the Simpsons. So the Simpsons family car. This one's kind of cool. This is not the original release of it. This one came out 2016, I think. The original one, I'm going to say likely 2014. 2014 or 2015. Maybe this one came out a little bit later. It's hard to tell on some of this stuff depending on when they licensed it, and since they don't put the year right on the front, it's not as easy to tell. And I don't recall like the production date codes. That would probably give you a clue, but I don't remember how to read those. I know the letter, I think, is the year, and the number is the week within the year that it was produced. Maybe J is 2015. I don't know. Maybe J is 2016. But yeah, it's a cool one, though. It's a nice looking little car. It almost looks like a nice real vehicle. It's obviously inspired by, a basic car. Complete with a crunch in the front there. You get graphics on the back, it looks like, and on the front, and nowhere else. So you get graphics on it. It's got a nice tan interior as well, or kind of brown interior. So, pretty nice little basic model. Kind of cool that it's got the details where you'd want it on a licensed model. So that's kind of a nice little touch and kind of a neat little car. So yeah, I'm digging that one. Pretty cool. And then next is the Homer. Check out the Homer. The Homer was a cool one. This was a cool episode too of The Simpsons, where Homer got a chance to design a car, and this is what he came out. Now this one has also been in the mainline. I don't have the mainline version handy. This particular one, I think, since it's taped in the back, oh no, this one's not taped. Never mind. Where's our copyright date? 2013 is this one. Now, I think this is the original release of this, and then they did subsequently put it out again. I'm pretty sure. Open it up. It's kind of a cool car, whatever. I don't remember all the features that the car was supposed to have. Homer was excited about it. It's kind of cool, though. Of course, rear rider, rubber tires, metal base, metal body. Detail all around. You got the detail on this. So, like, the mainline version, I don't think has any, like, the detail up here. It's just a dome. Same with this. Wouldn't have that little green bit. And I don't know if it's got any front deal on it or not. It also has, the mainline version, of course, has a plastic base and plastic tires. Whatever, it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. I've had this thing carted for a long time. It's nice to finally, I guess, free the piece on that one. And then lastly, we have the Batmobile. I've got 4 different versions, and I guess we'll start with, well, not really different versions. 4 different releases, 2 different versions of the Batmobile. We'll start with this one, the 1989 Batmobile, which is my favorite Batmobile. Batman. This is not the original release of this in Retro Entertainment. I don't remember when the original release came out. This one is not the original. Copyright date 2016 on this one. Go ahead and open it. And here it is. So this has been released several times in the main line and a few times in the more premium lines. I believe there's also a Hot Wheels 100% version of this casting as well. That looks pretty cool. This one's all metal. It's very, very heavy. Big Real Rider tires. It's got a nice kind of matte black finish. You get detail on the front. Or detail on the back, rather, and a little bit of detail on the front. Really no other graphics on it. I guess that's a graphic right there, but not a whole ton. But I think it's a good representation of the Batmobile vehicle. What a ludicrous-looking car, though. I mean, really. It is. It's very outlandish. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be cruising down the street, and this thing ain't going to stick out. Like, seriously. But I guess that's how Batmobiles really should be. So that's one of my favorites. At least, I mean, there's 2 Batmobiles I think a lot of people gravitate to as their favorite. One is going to be the 1989 Batmobile, of course. And the other is going to be the classic TV, 1966 TV series Batmobile, which is this one right here. This one I actually pulled off the pegs in 2007. 2007 new model. I grabbed as many of these as I actually found. I wasn't even really collecting Hot Wheels back then, but I thought this was so cool that anytime I saw it on the pegs, I would go ahead and grab it because I figured it would be a tough one to find down the road. Now, these don't really go for too much of a premium or anything like that nowadays. They made quite a few of them, and of course, this casting has been used a lot of times. I did actually find a super treasure hunt of this Batmobile when it came out as a super. I didn't hang on to it, though. I ended up getting rid of it. I don't know if I regret that or not, but at the time I think it was going for quite a bit, and I decided to go ahead and just get rid of it. I collect some super treasure hunts, but again, I gravitate more towards real, vehicles you would see on the road, rather than TV series vehicles. It's just my style of collecting. There's plenty of collectors out there, though, that love this stuff. And this was really cool when it came out. I'm sure lots of people were excited about it. Not just me. And here's the TV series Batmobile. It is one of the coolest looking little TV cars ever. It really is. So yeah, DC Comics. There's no copyright date on this, but we know it came out in 2007. And it's a neat little basic release. And then I also have, of course, a premium version of it. This one is TV series Batmobile here. This came out in a Replica Entertainment series. It's not the original release of this on card. There was a different release of this, I believe, of the TV series one. This one is for the adult collector. Copyright date 2015. Let's go ahead and open it up. Set her loose. And there it is. So what are you going to get for premium? Of course, you're going to get metal base, metal body instead of a plastic base. You also get, of course, the Real Rider tires. This one happens to have tinted windows. I don't know if the original Replica Entertainment release or Retro Entertainment release had that. And then, of course, you get the graphics on the whole casting. And that's a nice one. I like that one quite a bit. It's pretty cool. All right, and then lastly, in the last car in the series, we have the Zamac Batman Classic TV series Batmobile in Zamac form. And the reason why I kept this is because it's Zamac. I think I had a couple in my collection. This is the last one, and this one's staying with me. We're going to go ahead and open it. And there it is. So pretty nice looking. It kind of looks like, I think the Super Treasure Hunt had some ghost flamage going on too. Which wasn't, I don't think, from the same year. This one, gosh, I want to say this one came out, last year or the year before? Get so confused with this, and again, the copyright date isn't going to tell us much on the back of this. I think it says 2015, but I'm pretty sure it did not come out in 2016. I think this was either 2019 or 2018. But check it out. That's pretty nice looking. Who doesn't like Zamac stuff? Zamac stuff is so cool. It's got quite a few surfaces are graphic as well. You've got, of course, the flames on the top, the flames on the side. The only surfaces that don't have anything are the back and the front. So that's a nice version of this car. Of course, a lot of people that are like serious Batman fans probably don't like the oddball stuff. They want it to look, the most like the basic Batmobile as possible, which would be this. So that might be their favorite release out of these three. But of course, there's a lot of different variations of this. There's people that just collect Batman diecast, and that's it. And there's a ton of it to collect. There really is. One of my buddies, Batman Diecast at Batman Diecast on Instagram. I'm not sure if he posts really too often anymore, but strictly Batman Diecast. Pretty interesting. So, all right, so that is going to be it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys thought was your favorite. I'm leaning towards this one being my favorite just because I did pick it off the pegs in 2007 when I didn't even really collect Hot Wheels or diecast at all, for that matter. If you're new to the channel, I didn't start collecting probably until late 2014. At the same time that I started this channel is when I kind of got heavy into it. Really doing the YouTube channel thing has really caused the collection to grow quite a bit and go into different directions and all sorts of stuff. So it's been very interesting. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode. I don't know. This one's really cool. The Simpsons stuff is really cool because I dig the Simpsons. And Ghostbusters stuff is kind of cool too. It's all got a place, and some people, like I said, this is really what they're about, collecting. So, you collect what you like. Problem with me is I like too much, so I'm proud of people that can narrow it down a little bit more than I can. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourself a great day.